There's a Mercedes at the back, there's a Mercedes at the front. And it's lights out, away we go. Sebastian Vettel gets the better start, and towards turn one they head now, with Kimi Raikkonen and Max Verstappen jostling, and Vettel on the inside, getting past Valtteri Bottas. There's lockups behind, but they all seem to get through the first corner okay. Sebastian Vettel leads Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen, Max Verstappen, and Fernando Alonso, and there's Daniel Ricciardo spinning out towards the back, getting caught up through the centre S's. Down the Retroposta now to Desquila de Lago. Vettel leads from Bottas.
Ricciardo, of course, starting from P14 with that engine penalty, and that's why he was back down there. But he looks like he could get going again without any damage.
There's the two Renaults dueling away. Carlos Sainz trying to find a way past his teammate Hulkenberg, and Esteban Ocon and Romain Grosjean collide, and is Dan Ocon out of the race after 27 consecutive finishes. Esteban Ocon is out. He's got a puncture and he won't finish here in Brazil.
And the safety car was already deployed before that incident happened. Safety car had been called out, presumably, for whatever went on in the first...
Any damage question?
Not sure. Okay, calm.
Understood.
Esteban Ocon going round the outside of Grosjean. Grosjean collides with Ocon. We've seen cars spinning out there before.
Oh, so Grosjean got a dollop of oversteer in the middle of the corner and straight into the side of the Force India. It's bizarre, doesn't it?
This is Ricciardo. Who's he get hit by? Is that Van Dorn, the car behind him?
I got squeezed. Copy. Is the car okay?
Oh, he did hit it. So it was wrong.
And that is Esteban Ocon trying to make his way back. Look, for all intents and purposes, that he was out of the race. I'd rather get the feeling he is, Marty. He's not going to get that back.
I'm not sure I can drive back.
And the reason he can't drive back is he's got two punctures.
I would imagine there's a bit of debris through the centre S's, and they can avoid that by going through the pit lane.
Well, they avoid the McLaren at that point, don't they? They can have a look and get some tyres changed on Daniel Ricciardo as well, for good measure.
He's going to want to lead them now round Junsao and all the way up that straight towards the first corner, and there are possibilities for overtaking here, Martin.
No DRS yet for a couple of laps, of course, but he was trying to back the Mercedes into his teammate, hoping that Raikkonen might get a slipstream on him and get a chance for a Ferrari 1-2.
Well, Raikkonen might be gaining, but certainly behind. Felipe Massa is gaining on Fernando Alonso, and this time Felipe is faster than you, Fernando, and he makes his move up into 5th place. Sebastian Vettel leads from Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen, Verstappen, Massa, Alonso, then comes Perez, Hulkenberg and Sainz, and Lewis Hamilton now up into 13th place. He's managed to get past Romain Grosjean.
So he's looking very good on the front end on the restart as Hamilton starts to try to carefully pick his way through an angry pack. Stroll there up into 12th place as well in the second Williams. We saw them snaking all over the place. They tried to apply the power, and that's a dangerous place to be. Can he make it stick? Of course, that is very brave of Lewis. That's where he went off, of course, in qualifying. Job done.
Current Formula One world champion, trusting there the current world endurance champion, Brendan Hartley, that he didn't go too far to the left-hand side. Hamilton gets past the Kiwi, now up into 13th, and has got Lance Stroll very much in his sight. Hamilton fancies a go on Lance Stroll going into turn one. Hamilton manages to get past Lance Stroll. He has gone from pit lane now up into 12th place.
Considering that Ricciardo's got new power unit elements, I took him to mean Max Verstappen.
Oh, there goes Daniel Ricciardo late on the brakes on the Williams, looks up a little going into turn one. It's another trademark Ricciardo move, this time on Lance Stroll, and the Australian has put that Red Bull up into 13th, whilst Lewis Hamilton meanwhile is now up past Nico Hulkenberg and into 8th. And Ricciardo's not stopping there. He's got the Sauber alongside him, and now behind him Ericsson is past Ricciardo's 12th.
Man on a mission, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he sees overtaking chances in the dry that don't appear to be remotely on. And he's said to have the inside, puts a lot of faith in his victim, and they all seem to play the game. Going to have to do it on the brakes.
He's got DRS, which will certainly help, and he's got a nice slipstream as well. He goes to the inside, and Perez covers him off. And that was a good move there from Perez, but Hamilton has still gone round the outside anyway. Nice one, he says to Sergio Perez, but I'm not going to fall for it. And by the time they get through the Curva de Sol, Lewis Hamilton is up into 7th place, but Perez fighting him back, might want to go round the outside here. Eventually under braking, Hamilton puts a couple of car lengths between himself and the Pink Panther.
They will have DRS. And that's see, it should start getting ever closer now.
He is, and you
It's
can
going to
see.
be a very late break from here.
Well, he's going to have a look, but decides against it. Although it has to be said, Felipe really struggling, Martin, through those
He
corners.
went in a little bit deep on the brakes, defending fresh air to an extent. Hamilton gets a second bite from the cherry down here. And will he get a run up to the inside?
He's going down the inside. Down the inside he goes. Hamilton up into the top 5 after starting from the pit lane, and we are on lap 21 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Right, here we go. They've triggered the undercut at Mercedes-Benz, and Valtteri Bottas now pits. Kimi Räikkönen moves up into second place. And a nice swift change by the Mercedes crew. Get Valtteri Bottas back out and on his way again. Verstappen moves up, and Hamilton will as well, as he comes past our commentary box, and Valtteri Bottas can make his left-hand turn down through the pit lane exit and back into this race again.
Vettel getting to the end of the pit lane. As we can see, Bottas is heading up on the screens in front of me up into turn 1, so it's going to be very, very close.
He's gone past our commentary box, thank you, Paul. We can see Bottas there. Sebastian Vettel coming out of the pit lane. Bottas on the racetrack. This is going to be very close indeed. Sebastian Vettel and Valtteri Bottas, and onto the track comes Vettel, just a few car lengths ahead of the Mercedes, when at one stage he was 1.5 seconds ahead. Have they been caught napping in this race? Sebastian Vettel still out in front of Bottas, but he's going to have to defend now with the Mercedes right behind him.
They've got track position, so they didn't lose out because of it. It's now a question of which of those two cars works best on the yellow marked soft tyre.
Here's Lance Stroll on Romain Grosjean again. He's locked up going into turn 1, so Grosjean might want to fight this one back again if he can. And there you go. So Hamilton now comes in, our race leader who started from the pit lane on those soft compound tyres, comes in to make his one and only change. Super soft tyre goes on. Sebastian Vettel, Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen move into the top 3 spots. He's gaining, he's got DRS to give him extra assistance. He's got a brand new engine in that Mercedes as well. Verstappen covers off the inside. He's going to force Hamilton the long way round, and he forces Hamilton into a place where the world champion didn't feel that he could overtake. But now, through the center S's and onto the Retta Posta, can Hamilton use DRS once again to blast past the Red Bull? He's alongside and he's ahead. So it cost him 2 or 3 more corners, but eventually Hamilton did get past Verstappen. He's up into 4th place. What's happened here to Lance Stroll?
Left front tyre delaminating. That's the one he was.
Something's on the tyre.
It's something out of the tyre, unfortunately.
Before he came to Interlagos, but to Brazil he came, and he is going to pick up his 3rd win at this track. It's Sebastian Vettel that wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Bottas comes home for 2nd. Behind them, Kimi Räikkönen from the pit lane, completing the top 4.
And Massa, Alonso and Perez did not get lapped. They are now finishing the Grand Prix.
So we will wait to see how that battle unfolds. You've picked him up nicely there. Fernando Alonso almost pushing Felipe Massa along. Massa has been willed along by this capacity crowd at Interlagos, who are desperate to see him win this particular fight on this particular afternoon. The last time he will race here as a Formula 1 driver at Interlagos, a track where he has won before, where we've seen great emotion before, and where I'm sure he would love to do all his fans proud for one more moment. Perez trying to pick off Alonso, not quite happening, and we go out of Junção now, the final corner to the main straight, and it's Alonso behind Massa. You'll hear the noise, you'll feel the noise as across the line Felipe Massa completes his final Brazilian Grand Prix, and he does hold off Fernando Alonso, who just holds off Sergio Perez. And after the checkered flag, too late for Alonso, he does get past the Williams, but what a great duel that was. Sebastian Vettel winning for the first time since Hungary. It's time for the Samba Beats. It's what the Scuderia need, Martin, if they can, as they have done, repeat this in Abu Dhabi in a couple of weeks. They go into the winter break thinking, right, we can get them next year.